Jim Davidson criticizes Keir Starmer's leadership in candid interview. The country deserves better. British comedian and commentator Jim Davidson has once again entered the political conversation this time, directing sharp criticism at Labour Party leader Sir Keir Starmer in a recent interview that's drawing mixed reactions online. In a candid and emotionally charged exchange, Davidson expressed concerns over the direction Britain is heading, citing what he views as weak leadership and misplaced priorities under Starmer's tenure. Davidson, who has been outspoken on political issues in the past, stopped short of making personal attacks. Instead, he focused on what he described as a broader dissatisfaction with leadership and a growing disconnect between political elites and ordinary citizens. In today's breakdown, we'll explore the context of Davidson's remarks, highlight how both supporters and critics are responding, and take a deeper look into what this means for political discourse in the UK. Jim Davidson isn't a politician, but he's long used his platform to speak out on social and political issues. Known primarily for his decades-long career in British entertainment, he has in recent years emerged as a vocal critic of what he sees as political correctness and establishment politics. In his latest interview, Davidson didn't hold back his feelings about the current state of British leadership. Referring specifically to policies on crime, immigration, and public spending, he argued that many working-class people feel abandoned by mainstream politics. "There's a sense that nobody's listening," he said. "We're told what to think, how to behave, and if we speak out, we're dismissed. That's not how democracy should work." While Davidson made clear he does not claim to speak for everyone, he believes that a large segment of the population shares his frustrations and that politicians would do well to pay attention. The comments come at a time when Sir Keir Starmer is navigating both internal party dynamics and mounting public expectations. With Labour currently leading in many polls, Starmer is widely viewed as a serious contender to become Britain's next Prime Minister. But with increased visibility comes increased scrutiny. Critics from across the political spectrum have questioned his stance on a range of issues from housing policy to foreign affairs. Some feel he has not done enough to distinguish Labour from its recent past, while others argue that he is playing it too safe in order to appeal to centrist voters. Davidson tapped into that sentiment during the interview, stating that real leadership means making tough choices, not just managing headlines. As with most high-profile public statements, the reaction to Davidson's interview has been divided. Supporters say he's voicing concerns that mainstream media often ignores. They argue that figures like Davidson help bring working-class viewpoints into the national conversation, especially when many feel sidelined by elite politics. "I don't agree with everything he says," one viewer commented on a social media clip from the interview, "but at least he's not afraid to speak his mind. That's rare these days." However, others criticized the remarks as overly simplistic and lacking in nuance. "There's a difference between constructive criticism and general frustration," said one political analyst. "It's easy to point fingers, but the real challenge is offering viable solutions." One of the more interesting elements of this story is the growing trend of entertainers and public personalities stepping into the political arena. From podcast hosts to comedians, many non-politicians are finding an audience for their views and, in some cases, influencing public opinion more than elected officials. Davidson's latest remarks add to that dynamic, blurring the lines between commentary, entertainment, and activism. While some welcome this development as a refreshing change from conventional politics, others worry it could oversimplify complex issues or promote polarization. Dr. Elise Morgan, a political communication expert, suggests a balanced perspective. There's nothing wrong with celebrities speaking out as long as it's done responsibly and factually. The challenge for viewers is learning to separate opinion from policy. Whether you agree with Jim Davidson or not, his comments reflect a broader tension in British politics. Many citizens are frustrated, feel unheard, and are questioning the direction of national leadership. That sentiment isn't limited to one political party or one part of the country, it cuts across social and regional lines. Sir Keir Starmer, for his part, has emphasized unity, fairness, and pragmatic leadership in his public statements. As the next general election approaches, he will likely continue to walk a fine line trying to address public concerns while maintaining party cohesion. What do you think about Jim Davidson's comments? Do they reflect how ordinary people feel about British leadership today, or do they oversimplify a more complex situation? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. As always, if you appreciate thoughtful political coverage without hype or spin, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. Stay informed, stay curious, and stay engaged.